Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 4. And as you can see, we're doing things a little different today. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. I'm multitasking. It's Memorial Day. I've got things to do today. I also need to get in my steps for my physical fitness. So I am out in my neighborhood trail, and I decided today I would just take everything off the cuff and take you guys with me on my walk while we talk about last night's episode. All right, so listen, honey, now I'm gonna be real honest. Last night's episode, I wasn't that impressed. I really wasn't. And I'm thinking that we might be at a place now that we might need a shake up. I was a bit bored. You know, Drew was missing, Candy was missing. It was just off. So anyway, the episode starts out and you see Kenya and Monyetta. They're practicing for Kenya's performance at the Magic City Classic. I believe that's what it was called. Anyway, we find out a little more about Monyetta's choreography experience, which I totally had no clue that Monyetta was that into choreography until recently. I feel like I should have known that. Anyway, she was saying that she didn't want any of the girls to know that she was going to be performing at this venue for this game. She was going to surprise them, and of course she'll be doing her routine with the band, and I think it's going to turn out really cute. She also talked a little bit about her relationship with Rory, and I hope things work out for them. I know that they're still dating because as of last week when they were in the Turks and Caicos, he was there. So looks like things are going good for Kenya. I mean, it is time for her to move on and find her own happiness, considering that her and Mark have been going through this divorce since 2019. And you know, they talked about her performance at BravoCon. I thought it was really shady how the editors kept showing the flashback of her falling at the BravoCon. But you know what? I thought she covered well. I mean, it was too much, but I thought that she covered well, you know. Anyway, they move from Kenya and we go to Sanya's. And listen, all I'm gonna say about this is Sanya's sister, girl, please pack up your shit and get out. Sanya and Ross are two grown married people. They need their own place. You know what I mean? Couples need to be alone. And I think that it's past time for Sanya's sister and her husband to be on their own. We find out later in the episode that her brother-in-law has up and quit. He left. He's gone. He's ticked. But he gone some damn where, because he was not a really good assistant. The thing for me is you and your husband and your children live in Sanya's house, and she's also employing you, paying you, and you guys are disrespectful and ungrateful. And it seems to me that the mom is a little as well. I don't know, peeps. Get down in the comments. Am I reading it wrong? I just think that Sanya needs to clean house, and she also needs to hire a team that is not related to her. Because with this setup, if one side is upset, whether it's a family situation or a business situation, it blows up both situations. To me, they are just living off of her and they don't want to do the work. Fire everybody, and everybody who is not Sonia, Ross, or Deuce, get your own place. That would solve a lot of problems, in my opinion. Then we see Marlo and the boys. They're having their annual Halloween photo shoot. And let me tell you, Marlo and Candy both, they do it big when it comes to Halloween. And Halloween is one of my favorite holidays as well. But, you know, as far as I go is swinging by your local party city, you know. I just bought a whole costume for, $45. And that's about it. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm not bitter. I think that Marlo goes all out. Her and Candy, they do a great job. The picture looked beautiful in the end. I think the kids like it too. Anyway, Marlo invites Courtney over, and I'm starting to think she invites Courtney over because Courtney doesn't like Candy. So Marlo is going to use the shit out of Courtney this season, I think, as her tag team partner as she goes through the season trying to harass the hell out of Candy. Hi. There was someone there. Okay. Anyway, Courtney showing up there and she's telling her sister about Candy and how she wasn't there to support Quentin and all of this stuff. But if you look at those text messages, she didn't even know that Candy worked with Quentin or that Quentin worked for the Old Lady Gang restaurant until after he had passed away. Now, this might be rude. Peeps, if I'm rude, get down in the comments. Just say, girl, you rude. But do you think Marlo was trying to tell Candy about this because she wanted Candy to pay for the funeral? Because she kept saying, well, she didn't send flowers. She didn't offer to do nothing. She didn't do this and this. Is it Candy's responsibility to send flowers? Is it her responsibility to offer to pay or help in any kind of way? I don't think that it was. I think that if she had, it would have been wonderful. But I don't think that it was. I'm just saying. Anyway, Marlo then brings up that these shootings keep happening around Candy. Well, first of all, listen. Quentin worked at Old Lady Gang and then he didn't. Then he got shot at his home by his roommates. He didn't get shot on Old Lady Gang property. He didn't get shot down the street from Old Lady Gang. He didn't get shot at Blaze. He didn't get shot in Candy's backyard. What does this have to do with Candy? That's what I want to know. Also, her bringing up getting her record expunged because she's not the same person she was 20 years ago. Well, shit. Who the hell are you? Because the woman that was down in Birmingham, if that ain't the same woman you was 20 years ago, please book Sharon for some more appointments. Okay? Now look, I appreciate you wanting to get your record expunged so you can have some protection at your house for you and your young nephews. You've been through a lot. You had that invasion. I get it. You should have whatever protection you need. But that's not Candy's responsibility to get your record expunged. You want to make the comments, oh, she worldwide, but she ain't offered to help me expunge my record. What the hell does your record being expunged have to do with Candy? The whole time that we have seen you on this show, you have gone back and forth, arguing with Candy. Candy has been there for you. Candy has helped you in your time of need. She tried to get you that television show that you messed up. She has always been there for you. And what do you do for her? You are doing too damn much. So what? You just met Courtney, and Courtney is a friend of trying to get a peach. Of course she's going to do whatever she can to try to help you out. So Courtney knows a few lawyers who work in this sort of case. So she offered to help you out. Great. That has nothing to do with Candy. Then we move off and we see Sheree at the doctor's office and she's got the fibroids. Listen, over 26 million women suffer with fibroids and that shit is not cute. It hurts like hell and it's a lot of bleeding. So I appreciate that she went to the doctor and is getting her health taken care of. I'm glad that she also had options. What I'm not glad about is hearing her call Martell her man. I said, oh God, not your man. And talking about the sex. I don't want to hear about it, see it, or I don't want to know nothing about the sex with Martell, Mr. I am all about the streets. He is for the streets of America. I'm sick of him. I do love the fact that she went to the doctor and she's clearly making this part of her storyline this season, which is really good because we've seen many seasons with Sheree with no storyline. So fibroids, even though we've seen it on the Housewives before, let's see it again. This time with She by Sheree. So then we get to Sheree's house And all the ladies are supposed to meet up there to get on the Sprinter van to go to Birmingham due to Kenya's driveway being the driveway from hell. And did anybody hear that Kenya's put Moore Manor up for sale? Yes, honey, it's up for sale. I wonder if that's due to the divorce, or she just wants to move somewhere with a, suitable driveway. Anyway, she says that she wants to leave at 10:15. All the ladies arrive late. Marlo is dead last at 10:37. We find out that Candy is not able to make it due to her being a part of Ebony's 100 Top Women, which nobody is surprised by that. And Drew can't make it because she's sick. What I was surprised about was that Courtney and Marlo were invited. When I seen that, I said, oh shit, this is Kenya's event. Production must have forced her to invite Courtney and Marlo because Kenya doesn't like Courtney or Marlo. So that was interesting. Now, honey, this bus trip. Marlo was doing a whole lot of coughing and hacking, and so was Kenya. I tell you what, I don't play them games. Not in them confined spaces. I really don't. Driver, please pull over at the next stop and grab it quick so that I can grab some Lysol wipes, and a mask. And no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. You are not about to sit me on this bus for however long it takes to get from Atlanta to Birmingham with these two people hacking and coughing everywhere. No ma'am. So then there was some kind of comment about eating booty. And Sheree just puts it out there that Kenya, I guess at some point told her that she did that before in her 20s or something. And that's a no-go for me. I don't want to give or receive. I'm good. I don't think that's proper. That's not hygienic. I'd rather not. Okay? Thank you, but no thanks. Now, they get down to this dance hall where they're going to have this little twerk off or booty off, or I don't know. My knees is not set up for that. Anyway, actually, we're on this walk, and that's just about all my knees is set up for. Anyway, don't worry about me, peeps. So, they have this little contest while Kenya and Monyetta rehearse. The girls practice their moves, and I think the setup was in. The only person that was in the competition that Kenya actually liked was Sheree. So Sheree won, and she shouldn't have. Sheree's got the best butt, but she did not have the best moves. I think that Marlo or Sanya should have won. Marlo and Sanya had some good moves. I tell you what, it's allergy season, and oh my God, there is so much pollen in the air. Whew, it's irritating my nose. Anyway, every time I have to sneeze, I have to hit pause. Anyway, Sheree won, and Kenya told her that the prize was going to be, she was going to get the biggest room at the hotel. Well, when they got back to the hotel, she got the same room everybody else got. Marlo was complaining about the tiny champagne. This is a hotel, Marlo, not your home, not an Airbnb. You don't have to live there, and it's Birmingham, Alabama. You're not in the south of France. I mean, geez, calm down. Anyway, before all of that, I forgot they went to lunch. Now, somehow they get on the conversation about Drew and Marlo, and the editors, who the hell is y'all fooling? The editors is going to try to show a little clip of Marlo sitting calmly having a conversation with Drew. I said, do y'all trying to act like we stupid? We saw her stand up, yell at Drew, call her a bitch, and storm out of there. Marlo was not calm and rational the entire time they had that conversation. And Marlo talking about she can interrupt people. Really? This is Marlo now today, not Marlo from 20 years ago. Girl, you are still Marlo from 20 years ago. You just have a better wardrobe and better hair pieces. Oh, Lord. Then, on top of all that, I don't think that Kenya was rude to Marlo at all. I think that Kenya was trying to say, I would be happy to explain what Drew told me, but you're over talking me. And that's exactly what she did. She overtalked the hell out of that woman for no reason. Marlo, calm down. You were truly blessed that they gave you that peach. And you were even doubly blessed that they let you keep it for a second season. I think that you are about to be Teddy Mellencamped. You're going to be out of here next season if you don't stop this shit. That's just my own little tiny piece of advice coming from a woman who just talks too much on the YouTube. I'm just saying. Anyway, when they get back to the hotel, they're supposed to get dressed up to go to some charity event. The thing is, everyone remembers Homeless Not Toothless. Nobody truly knows what this charity was. I know it was for HBCU, and I wish they would have been clearer. Explain to us exactly what this charity is. What is this benefit? Is it a fundraiser? What is going on? Monyetta comes down, and she's wearing this cute little romper. Kenya didn't appreciate it. She told her it wasn't appropriate for a charity event. I think maybe some details were left out. I think that Kenya should explain to all of the ladies exactly what it was they were going to be doing when they got to Birmingham. Tell them there's going to be a dance competition so that they can dress appropriate. Tell them that this is going to be a charity event so that they can dress appropriate. And we all know that on the Housewives, they never come down to the Sprinter van on time. Never, never, never. Never do they come down to the Sprinter van on time, ever, ever, ever. So, why don't you ever tell the Housewives to be down to the Sprinter van 45 minutes early so that you can be on time? She ends up leaving Monyetta, who went up to change, Sanya, and Marlo. Honey, now listen. When they get to this event, it's not well put together. It's not an upscaled charity event. To me, it was just a laid back, business casual event, which is cool. It really is. And it's Birmingham. Me personally, I'd rather go to a business casual, laid back event any day over some bougie upscale event. When they get there, the people there are surprised to see the Housewives. Oh my gosh, people want to hug, they want to take pictures, they want, to post on Instagram. Things are not as organized or set up. There's no VIP place for them to sit. They're just standing around. Everybody's shocked and confused. Sheree says Monyetta could have kept that outfit on she had on because it was appropriate, and she could have. She really could have. They go sit down, and then production tells them they have to leave. Now, listen, I don't know if maybe they were late and the, establishment wasn't here for it, or if it was that they didn't get all the approvals from the event planners to be there. They said that they were causing a distraction. It was a lot going on, and these people clearly was not here for it. But the biggest problem of the night wasn't just that it was embarrassing that they had gotten all dressed up and then got asked to leave. What was embarrassing is that, one, they just got up, left, and went back to the hotel. Okay, so you guys got dressed up, you put on your makeup, you put on your fancy clothes, and we're just gonna go on back to the hotel. There has to be other clubs, other restaurants still open that they could have went to and had a good evening. Even if they had to film it for the show and they had to use their cell phones, they could have done that. We've seen them do that before. The second embarrassing thing was when they got back to the hotel, they sat down in the lobby just talking and pretty much bashing Kenya regarding the whole, we got dressed up and, this event wasn't all that and all this other stuff, instead of just saying, hey, we know Kenya went to her bedroom. We know Kenya went to her room. Let's just go out and do something, or let's just turn in for the night. We'll talk about it tomorrow at breakfast or something. But no, Marlo wants to go up to Kenya's room and get some information out of Kenya, have her answer some questions, and she's out there beating on that door. Sheree is laughing. She's beating on the door too. The rest of the girls are just standing around looking. And then when Kenya finally gets to the door, she tells them, Brooklyn is in there. And Marlo continues to beat on the door, scream and holler, and kick the door. Now shit, any mom would be pissed. I'm the mom that would have came out that room. Don't do that. She has a 3-year-old in this damn room. You know how that kid could be scared? That is disgusting. And then Marlo is making up the comment that Brooklyn should be somewhere else. No, Brooklyn should be wherever her mama is. That's where Brooklyn should be. My problem with the rest of the girls standing around, and I just thought about this, so I'm editing this part, is that all of those ladies are grown. They're all moms. And nobody thought it was a bad idea to rush up to Kenya's room, first of all, just as a friend. Second of all, when she said her daughter was in there, nobody said, hey, she said Brooklyn's here, we should leave. I think that was a bunch of BS. Every last one of those women should be ashamed that they were up there doing that. Marlo is such an ass. But you're different than you were 20 years ago, right? No, I don't think so. Whew. Anyway, peeps, I still have about 6 miles left of my walk. Anyway, again, I wanted to say happy Memorial Day and thank everyone for their service. God bless you all. And until next time, bye.